Hello and welcome to Mrinal's Math Tutorials. In today's tutorial, we will be focusing on solving by graphing functions. So we will be graphing some functions and we will solve the past paper questions based on that. Let's begin. Now here we are having y equal to x square minus 3 over 2x. So this is x is in the denominator, so this means that it is a reciprocal graph function. So the graph would be split up into two different quadrants. So let us complete the table of values here. So what do we have? We have x equal to minus 3. One of the ways to complete the table of values is to substitute each value, or you can go to the table function on your calculator and then plug in the fx, which is x square minus 3 over 2x, and then you set the values to start with minus 3, end at 3, and it would be steps of 0.5, or you may also substitute each value over here in place of x. Bear in mind, if the value of x is negative, you must put a bracket around it to avoid any mistakes. So for negative 3, if I substitute that, I'm going to get 9.5. For negative 2, I'm going to get 4.75. Alright, then if I look at the accuracy in the table is 1 decimal place. So I'm going to write this as 4.8. You may not get marks if you do not follow the accuracy given in the table. So remember to follow the accuracy given in the table. The last one is when x equal to 3, it is 8.5. Go ahead and plot these values. You can pause the video if you like. Alright, then let's plot these values. So for minus 3, we're having 9.5. So it's going to be minus 3 with 9.5. Here the scale is, each square is equal to 0.2, so 9.5 is going to be somewhere around 9.2, 9.4, 9.5. Then we have minus 2 with 4.8, minus 2 with 4.8. So 4.8 is going to be over here. Minus 1 with 2.5, minus 1 with 2.5, 2.4, 2.5, somewhere in between. Then we have minus 0.5 and 3.3, 3.3, 3.2, 3.3, and for minus 0.2 we have 7.5, and mark a point at 7.5. Now draw a smooth curve passing through these points. Remember, the easy way to draw a smooth curve is not to lift your pencil. You're going to get a perfectly smooth curve if you don't lift your pencil up. Yeah? So keep in mind that if you are having a gray area here, it means that you do not connect these 2 points, these 2 parts. So don't connect this part with the second part over here. And the second point to remember is to look at the accuracy. The accuracy is 1 decimal place, so all the missing values should be rounded to 1 decimal place. Now let's go ahead and plot the remaining points. For 0.2, it's minus 7.5. For 0.2, minus 7.5, so it's going to be over here. 0.5 is minus 2.8, minus 2.8. Then we have 1 is minus 0.5. For 1, it's minus 0.5. Keep in mind the scales for x and y are different. So be sure that you're marking the points at the right place. For 2, it's 3.3. For 2, it's positive 3.3. Over here, somewhere in between. And then for 3, it is 8.5. 8.2, 8.4, 8.5. Connect these points with a smooth curve. Again, cannot use ruler here. It has to be a smooth curve, passing through all the points. Right. Once you have done that, you should score the full marks. Let's go on to the next part over here. What do we have? We need to draw a suitable line on the grid to solve x square minus 3 over 2x equal to 24 over 5 minus 2x. So now, if you look at the question here, part A, we have y is equal to x square minus 3 over 2x. So it means that now y is equal to, we can substitute this left side as y. So y is going to be equal to 24 over 5, which is 4.8. It's easier to work with decimals, minus 2x. So to draw any straight line, we just need 2 points. So how do we obtain these 2 points? You choose the x values. So when x is 0, calculate what is y. Obviously, if x is 0, this term will become 0 and you're just going to be left with 4.8. So that gives me the first point. And when x is, let's say, you can choose any value which can fit in the graph. So when x is 1, you're going to get y equal to 4.8 minus 2, because 2 times 1 is 2. That's going to be 2.8. So go ahead and plot these 2 points, 0 and 4.8, 1 and 2.8. So 0 and 4.8, 1 and 2.8. For 0, it is 4.8. For 1, it is 2.8. Draw a straight line that passes through these 2 points. It has to pass through both the points. You make sure that you're using a ruler to pass through these 2 points. All right. Now you notice that your line is cutting the graph at these 2 points. I'm just going to magnify a little bit. Yeah. Use your ruler to read the points on the x-axis. So this is the first one. I'm just going to draw it as a dotted line. And this is the second one. Again, it should be a dotted line. So I can read that the value of x is minus 0.3 over here, and here it is 1.6. Minus 0.3 and 1.6. Remember, you will have a range of answers here, but it cannot be, you can't get 2.1 or something like that. That would be too far. So maybe plus or minus 1 decimal place is okay. So if somebody gets minus 0.4, it's acceptable, right? Okay, then in part C, the solutions to the equation x square minus 3 over 2x equal to 24 over 5 minus 2x are also solutions to the equation ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx minus 15 equal to 0. where a, b and c are integers. Now we are required to find the values of a, b and c. Now this is simple algebra. So we have x square minus 3 over 2x equal to 24 over 5 minus 2x. You notice that in the denominator we are having 2x and 5. That means the LCM is 10x. So multiply all terms by 10x to get rid of the denominator. So each term would be multiplied. This term will be multiplied by 10x. When you multiply here, the 2x will get cancelled. You'll be left with only 5. Yeah. So let's multiply by 10x. So it's going to be 10x cube minus 3 over 2x times 10x is going to be 30x over 2. 30x over 2x. I'm just keeping this so that I can explain further. 240x divided by 5 minus 20x square. So now simplify this further. So you're going to have 10x cube minus 15. 240 divided by 5 gives me 48. I'm just going to bring it on this side. 48x. When you bring this positive to the other side, it becomes minus, and minus 20x square on this side. When you move it to the other side of equal to, it becomes plus 20x square. Rewrite in standard form. 10x cube plus 20x square minus 48x minus 15. Compare it with the given equation here. ax cube plus bx square plus cx minus 15 equal to 0. That gives me the value of a is 10, the value of b is 20, the value of c is minus 48. That's it for this long question, which is worth 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 3, 16 marks. Let's look at another example now. Again, it's having 2 to the power of x minus 3. Complete the table of values. Remember that the accuracy here is 2 decimal places. So we're going to substitute in place of x minus 1. So I'm going to have 2 to the power of minus 1 minus 3. It's going to be minus 2.5. Alright, it is just minus 2.5. When it is 0, 2 to the power of 0 is 1. And then minus 3 is going to give me minus 2. And when you substitute x as 1, you're going to get again minus 1. That's it. Now let us plot these points. For minus 2, we are having minus 2.75. So minus 2.7. Now here on the y-axis, 2.75. So minus 2 and minus 2.75. So approximately over here. Then minus 1 is minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. For 0, it's minus 2. 0.5 is minus 1.58. For 0.5 minus 1.58. So very close to 6. 1.6 minus 1.6. And then for 1, we are having minus 1 For 1.5, it's minus 0.717. 1.5, 0.17. So very close to 0.2, somewhere here. 2, it's 1. And for 2.5, it's 2.66. 2.66, so very close to 2.7. All right then. Connect this with a smooth curve. Try to pass through all the points. Like that. Okay. So we have drawn the graph of y equal to 2 to the power of x minus 3. Now again, we have to use our graph to solve the equations. So y equal to, so this part is y equal to 2. So draw a line at y equal to 2. Draw a straight line at y equal to 2. Use your ruler. So this is the straight line at y equal to 2, and see where the line cuts your graph. Read the x-axis over here. I'm just going to make it a dotted line. So as you can see, that's a straight line. Make sure that your pencil is pointed when you're doing this. Yeah. So read the x value here. So 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.1, 2, 3, 2.35. I would go with 2.35. So x is 2.35. Now, part D is an equation which is 2 to the power of x minus 1.5 equal to 0. Remember, the graph that you have drawn is y equal to 2 to the power of x minus 3. Now, you need to solve 2 to the power of x minus 1.5 equal to 0. So, either you minus these two equations and get the equation, or you simply do manipulation over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate this. So I'm going to look at my original equation, which is 2 to the power of x minus 3. Compare it with my new equation. So I'm having 2 to the power of x. I don't have minus x in my original. So I need to get rid of that. So I'm going to do plus x on both sides of equal to. And I'm having minus 3 in my original equation. So I'm going to do minus 1.5 on both sides. So now on the left side, I'm going to have, this will get cancelled. I'm going to be left with y equal to x minus 1.5. Again, draw this line y equal to x minus 1.5. So choose a x value. Let's say if x is 0, y would be minus 1.5. And let's say if x was 2, y would be 0.5. Yeah. So you got to substitute your x value in here to get the y value. So if you substitute 2, you're going to get 2 minus 1.5, which is 0.5. Go on your graph and then plot those 2 points. For 0, it is minus 1.5. That would be over here. And for 2, it is 0.5. For 2, it is going to be at 0.5. Draw the line passing through these 2 points. It has to be a straight line that passes through these 2 points, and see where your line cuts the graph. Yeah, all right. So I can see that it is cutting at two places. I should slightly move it through. Oops. Yeah, I think this is pretty fair. All right, so we need to find the two x values. So you look at your graph. Where is your line cutting the graph? And read those x values. So one of them is straight at -1 over here. Let's put it as dotted line. And the second one is, so first value of x is -1, and the second one, I'm just magnifying a little bit. The second one is at 1.6, I believe. Yeah, 1.6. Yeah, slightly more than 1.6, but I think 1.6 is okay. So -1, and so the x values we have is -1, x is -1, and 1.6. All right then. So we have looked at two examples today, solving by graphing. And thank you for watching the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to know about my latest tutorials. Thank you for watching.